Good morning and thank you for joining us for this episode of SBB Live. I could not be more excited to be standing here with Wendy Rickenbach, who is the woman behind the scenes of Town Square. So tell us what's happening right here in Sarasota because it's so amazing.
Well, you guys are going to be excited. It's the first of its kind adult day program anywhere in the country, really, and let alone the state of Florida. And guess what? It's coming right here to Palmer Ranch, Sarasota. We're so excited to bring it to you. Go ahead.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
Bring it to you.
So a lot of people don't really know what adult daycare is, and it's such an amazing opportunity for them to come and experience a day program. So tell us exactly what adult day is.
So that's just it. It's an adult day program. We're going to be running from 8:30 to 4:30 every day. It's a place where you can bring your loved one, drop them off, and know that they're going to be safe, engaged, have meaningful programming, and all those things that I think caregivers are reluctant to let go of.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people want to age in place. They want to stay in their home, but that caregiver burnout is something that people just don't understand. What are the statistics? 75% of people that are caring for their loved ones pass before the person they're caring for.
Yeah, it's crazy. So everything that I've known about caregivers over the last 8 years is that they don't, they want to hang on to it, and what I find is that they're jack of all trades. They're doing everything, and the whole reason is they're bent on keeping that person home, and there's not a place that they just feel like they can take them, that they're going to be safe and be able to come back and pick them up later and bring them back home. Yeah. Even with private duty, what we find is that someone goes into the home, and by the way, I love private duty, and I do believe there's an absolute place for it.
Sure.
But people, what I find, they're just at home. They're sitting around, they're not stimulated, they're not engaged, there's no socialization.
And it's one-on-one.
It's one-on-one, right? It's one-on-one. So there's just some differences in the day-to-day structure.
Yeah, for sure. And tell us about exactly what the theme of Town Square is, because this is what makes it so incredibly unique.
Yeah, so it's a Yeah, so it's a 1950s adult day program, and everybody's like, why the 50s? Why the 50s? So there's been a lot of research done in our industry, not by me, but by really renowned doctors and so forth all across the country. And what they have found is that people's memories, those who have cognitive impairment, are most prevalent In the 50s, it's when these people were working, starting their families, they were they were contributing to society. And so the 50s for them in their mind is a really happy place for them. So we've just recreated the 50s and give them a happy place to come every day.
Yeah. Now we were talking, there's 3 things that set you apart from other adult day
You
programs.
guys are going to love this.
Yes. So let's go with number 1.
Love this. First off, we are running 8 to 10 programs every hour simultaneously. People are blown away when I tell them that.
That's a lot of programming.
It's a lot of programming. So typically what we find is someone will run a program at 9:30, maybe 10:30, there's a break for lunch, then there's a couple afternoon programs, and it's dinner time and we're done. Nope, 8 to 10 programs simultaneously every hour. So that's the first thing that's exceedingly different about us. So I want everybody to think like high school, a 45-minute class with a 10 to 15-minute changeover. So it's being done every day, so we know it can be done. The next thing about our programming is that it's all Montessori based. So I can run the same program, let's just say in my blue house, whether someone is completely independent, they're very high functioning or low functioning, it's the same program. It's just how we deliver the program based upon the person that we're serving. So that's the first thing. Second thing, number two. What's really, really different is that we are grouping people together based upon their cognitive abilities, not their physical abilities.
Right.
So there again, if I have someone that's independent, they will be grouped with peers. If I have someone that's moderately functioning, they're going to be grouped with peers, and someone that's low functioning will be grouped with peers. So we can modify the program, and we can group people together with other people that are peers. I think that's just the best terminology.
It really is. Yeah, you want to be in the same group with someone that you can have a conversation with if you're still independent. So it totally makes sense that you would do that.
So the third thing that's different, staffing. Everybody in town has problems with staffing. I'm going to tell you right now, we've got people lined up begging us to work here, begging us. They're stalking us. I've never had employees in my lifetime stalk me. They're like calling, texting, and if they're not getting a hold of Kimberly or Jill on my team, they're like calling, I'm like, yeah, you really need to talk to Kimberly or Jill. They are begging to come here.
I'm sure after this video, you're going to get a few more.
I'm going to get a few more, and that's okay. We want to hear from you, and we want to get to know you. Because we're not just going to have this location. Our goal is to open 10 to 12 locations over the next 7 years, if not faster if we can. So we want to know you and we want you to be a part of what we're building. But staffing, going back to that, our staff to member ratio is 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Unless you are one-on-one, you're not going to get that anywhere in town.
No.
So we're also carrying the highest level of certification in adult day, which is the specialized Alzheimer and dementia licensure. Not that everybody will here will have Alzheimer's dementia, but our staff is going to be there's a lot of training that goes into carrying that license, more so than any other care environment in the state of Florida. Just so you know, I was blown away. The rules and regs for people for that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's more than anywhere else in town. But we're doing it.
Yeah, and the fact that you have so many applicants, I know that you are an incredibly diligent person and that the people that work here have to have a special heart. So tell us about how you vet the people that are going to work here at Town Square.
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So probably a lot of the same processes that everybody else utilizes, but because I've been working in this industry for about 8.5 years, I know people kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
So I can get some behind the scenes intel on folks and their disposition. Here's what I know. Caregivers are burnt out after COVID. They've been taxed 7 days a week. And the reason they get into this industry isn't, I'm just going to use the expression, white butts all day.
Yeah.
They get in this because they have a heart for seniors.
Absolutely.
Right? So yes, we're going to have to wipe some booties maybe along the way. But you know what? They're going to get to invest in people's lives. They're going to get to enrich their lives. They're going to get to have fun with them and get to know them and their families, which is why they do what they do. So our vetting process is simply just to try to discern, why are they doing this, right? Why do they want to be a part of this? And why would we hire them over anybody else? Because we have that luxury right now, and we can really hold their feet to the fire. But I'm telling you, they're not even on our staff right now. They've been showing up to our grand pre-opening event, and they're just hanging out.
Hire me.
They literally, like, even people that we've already hired that will be coming on staff when we open, they're just showing up because they're not at work on their shifts that they're off. They're just showing up because they want to be a part of it so bad. I mean, they're committed, right? They're committed. They're vested in what we're doing.
And who wouldn't want to work here? I mean, it's going to be a very fun job. So you were saying, like, the administrative stuff, they're only allowed to do that for an hour a day, and then you just have to have fun. Like,
my leadership staff, I've literally told this everybody, 1 hour in the office, the rest of the time you're out having fun with members, engaging with members, enriching their life. If I see people in their offices doing stuff, we're going to hire somebody to come do it, first off. We're going to get in trouble. I want people invested. That's what makes a difference, right? That's what makes a difference. As a matter of fact, it's been funny. I told people if they don't want to be in here singing, dancing, having fun, they can't work here.
Yeah. You don't dance.
And
you
I
can't
don't
work
mean
here.
that to be mean. It's just, but that's the kind of spirit and energy that we need here.
Yeah, and I don't think you're going to have a problem getting it, that's
No,
for sure.
no.
Well, I can't be more excited for what's coming right here and what's coming for the future. So stay tuned because Town Square is growing and it's coming to you at several more locations that we can't really bring to you.